Hey y'all, I just wanted to give you a how-to on how accessing your practice log and then getting started with taking a stab at the exercises. So here you are on our homepage for Moodle, right? Welcome to Group Voice. And you're going to scroll down and you're going to click Song Workshop 1. Okay, we're in here, scrolling down. So if you haven't already, check this out. Read through everything just to orient yourself to the workshop as a whole. Strong suggestion, it says here, give yourself a solid week for the exercise practice. You've got 5 exercises and you need to hit each such section of your song on each exercise, which each contain like 4 parts. You're going to be doing a lot of reps, okay? So you want to make sure to give yourself a half an hour to an hour per practice session. And I would say try to get 5 different practice sessions on different days in, or else it's going to be like, I'm not really doing it. Okay, so this goes on to tell you things that may be helpful to you or things you need. And you're just going to come down here and advance through the workshop by hitting this arrow. And okay, come on down here to the table of contents. You can see that after you advance past the introduction. So you've done the listening review. You've done the casual song share. You did that last Thursday. And so you're now going to prepare to practice. Okay, so what we're doing first is accessing and then tailoring your practice log so that you can keep track of your reps. So I told you could download and print this, and you totally still could. I think this is going to be easier for you if you just copy the file. So let me show you how to do that. If you don't already know, go to File, scroll down to Make a Copy. And right here, you can rename it. So I'm going to rename it. Okay, so I know it's Workshop 1, Practice Log. I'm just putting my name somewhere on the file. Okay, so Siri, and I already made one and I messed up, and so I'm going to put Siri V. Okay, I want to share it. So if I were you, I'm going to click on the folder that it currently resides in, and I'm going to go back to my drive. So this is all you. I have access to all your folders, right? I'm going to keep going back and I'm going to go to shared with me. That's one, besides Moodle, this is one way that you would be able to access your personal folder. If you click on this, it's going to be in there. That's kind of beside the point right now. So I'm going to click out of that, but just letting you know that. So I've just created my own doc for logging my practice. Okay, so what this says is divide your song into smaller sections and label these on the blank top row. Some of you are familiar with musical form and can use terms like AABA, or like what I have here is intro, VC, VCC, verse, chorus, repeat, outro. There are a lot of different ways that people identify musical sections, and as you might have seen in a previous video, I'm doing this 20th century aria. It's not very form-based. It's not very traditional. So what I'm going to do instead, it actually is not very long of a form, so I'm going to just do lyric cues. So embroidery in childhood, and then another cue is coil, and then now my embroidery, then my hand, these stitches, I remember, and then the only repeating text I have is now my broidery. And then we have a repeat. Now my broidery. Okay, so I personalized it. Now, at first, I'm just gonna run, like this is, in my song, this is one sentence, one phrase. I may have to breathe, yeah, twice in the first phrase, but this is my small work session for running my reps based on the exercises that are in this column right here. Later on, I want to run longer sections, so I may run like the first half of the song, and then finally I'd be making runs pre-performance of the whole song. So that's what this ending column is for. Okay, so play the melody on the keyboard until you can play pitch to pitch without reference. Now, in each of these exercises, this is exercise 1-1, so let me make that clear. This and I'll go back and show you, but this has its own section in the Moodle book for the song workshop, and it will be turned in and graded separately from the other exercises. So definitely watch the demo videos that I have on this. It kind of explains this in much further detail. I'm going through it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but let's say I'm in the middle of that practice, okay? Because I'm not sitting by my piano, I'm gonna go down to this third step, the pitch letter names. So I'm here in this phrase, this first phrase. What that's gonna look like is, give me some pitch. Embroidery in childhood was a luxury of idleness. Okay, that's my phrase. When I'm down here singing the pitch letter names, that will be F sharp, D, C sharp, D, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, D, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, D, C sharp, C sharp. Okay, that's my phrase. It's kind of long. The notes are long. That's a rep. Okay? And I'd like you to do this 10 times. Okay? So every time I do a rep, I put an X down. Let's see. I don't want to make you watch me do that 10 times. Haha. But I imagine that would take several minutes if you do it smoothly, not stopping. Okay. Let me see. Now, I don't think there's anything else to show you right now. I just wanted to show you how you'll work with it and how to get started with this. Let me know if you have any questions.